How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. This is the ecozy ice maker and water dispenser standalone unit. The compressor just turned on so we can get a feel for how noisy it is. Around 55 dB, about 18 inches away from the fan. If you have a fridge that has ice and water dispenser, you probably don't need something like this. This is good for areas where you don't have a fridge and you still want ice and water dispensing. The ice is up here and you gotta fill it up with water through here. You can fill it up to 132 ounces. First, let me show you guys the ice dispensing. Right here, put your cup there, press the ice. Okay, I had enough. Press to stop. And let's say I want 6 ounces of water. It dispenses it on its own. I hope that's not too much. It's gonna spill, huh? Oh, just enough. It has a TDS monitor. It's showing 248. It's a little bit high, and you're supposed to put filtered or bottled water in here. I used up a little bit of ice dispensing it and putting water in here, but I want to weigh how much ice is contained in this machine. I have this much in the cup, 2.6 ounces, and I'll just empty the entire thing in here. And that is a total of 2 pounds, 6 ounces of ice. If I take the biggest piece, they're kind of like this cylindrical thing, about 5/8 inch long and 7/16 inch in diameter. I don't normally eat the ice, but I'll give it a try. It kind of breaks up when you chew it. It doesn't take too much effort to break it up. And I normally don't eat ice cubes because they're too hard. So if you like chewing on ice cubes, these are great ones to chew. Let me go back and unbox this thing and show you all the features. Open here, be careful not to scratch it. Power cable, a drip tray, very shiny underneath, user manual and a quick start guide. Machine itself, nothing else in the box other than the styrofoam. Remove the bag, put the drip tray in. Put the cover of the drip tray in there. Top loading area. Remove the foam piece. Power cable here. Remove the plastic protector. Unwind this. All the ice gets collected inside here. You can lift it open to access the ice directly. This lid is actually double layered for better insulation. It's going to be freezing cold in here. This will allow it to not lose heat as easily. Looking from the back towards the front, there's a little door that opens and closes to let the ice out. You have a little thing with ribs here to spin it around to push the ice out. Looking from the front towards the back, this port right here where I can put my finger in there is where all the ice will come out of. You can't easily just pop the lid open to see where the ice is coming from. The front area has a water bucket. This is where you pull this out and you need to fill this up with filtered or bottled water. Notice there's a tiny mesh filter here in case there are any debris in the water. Behind the water tray, there's a water inlet. There's an infrared transmitter and receiver. There's a little on-off button. You can press it, and this senses if the tray is pushed in. Up here, there is a water outlet. This is for water cleaning. So after the water goes in, goes through the system, it comes back out over here into the tray. Looking from below, this is where the ice will come out. There's a little door here. I can't actually pull that open. It's connected to a motor. And right here, there's a spout to dispense the water. Let me plug it in for the first time. We're reading the watts. It uses about 3 watts to run the pumps. Press the power button to turn it on. First, we need to clean this before we can use it. Load it up with 36 ounces of water or less. Put it in. Press and hold the clean button to start the self-cleaning process. Right there, it says it'll take about 5 minutes to do that. It looks like water is running through the ice maker as well. We can see it's dripping in there. It's kind of moving the water. 36 ounce was kind of right over here. During the cleaning, we can observe that the air temperature is 77 degrees. What I poured in is a bit cooler at 73 degrees, and it has a built-in TDS indicator, 205. Turn the light on. Turning off my studio light so we can see it better. The light's actually inside in the water area. Turn it off, turn it on. 1 more minute left. We'll see what it does when it finishes. When it's done, everything lights back up. We need to empty the water, which is this tray here. There's a few debris in there, so it's good we're cleaning it. We need to disconnect this hose. Just pull up on this. It will remain plugged for now. When you have a container ready, you can unplug this and drain the water. Reconnect this piece back on and hook it back over here. Now we're ready to use the machine. If no ice has been made already, you can fill it up to 132 ounces. But if you have ice in there already, the maximum is over here. Put in some filtered water, put it in the machine. Now that we have the water in there, we can press the ice making button, turn on the ice making, and I can hear a bunch of sounds making, motors running, fans spinning, and I want to measure out 6 ounces of water and see how accurate it is. It looks like 7 ounces according to my measuring cup, so it's a little bit over. I just heard the compressor start. It peaked around 300 watts and now it's around 150. I'll leave the watt meter in over a period of time to see how much energy it uses. Keep in mind it's still summer, so it's going to use a little bit more energy. I plugged the machine in at room temperature and it took 2 hours and 40 minutes for the red full ice indicator to light up. It used a total of 407 watt hours for an average of 153 watts per hour. I emptied all the ice and it filled it up again in about 2 hours and 43 minutes using a total of 408 watt hours. This rounds out to be 150 watts per hour. When the ice is already full, it would just keep on spinning and not produce any additional ice. I did this for about 7 hours and 4 minutes. The total amount of energy used is 266 watt hours, and this averages to be about 37.6 watts per hour. So if you're just leaving this thing on idle and not using much ice, it's only going to use about 37 watts per hour. This thing also has an app. It's called the ecozy home app. We'll see why you need this, because typically you'll just press the front panel buttons to dispense ice or get water. Here it says it's been running for 1 hour 37 minutes. We can go into it. You can set a timer to when to stop it in 1 hour, 2, or all the way up to 6. This is just to tell it to stop making ice. It's still gonna keep whatever that's inside. While testing this, I made the mistake of thinking that if I press and hold this to turn it off, all of the front letters turns off. When you do this, the compressor turns off, so the ice cubes will eventually all melt. So if you want to keep the ice, you want to leave it turned on like this. In the app, you can also make a schedule to start and stop the ice making process. You can also remotely start the cleaning. I think I would probably just push the button over here. On the top right, there are device details like MAC address. There's a time setting, 24-hour time, set automatically, manually set time. Display brightness, which you can also change with the Wi-Fi button. You can just press that. See, different levels of brightness. And also you can turn on and off the light on the front panel here. You can also do the same thing on the app, turn on and off the light. You can turn off the sound, change the temperature unit from Fahrenheit to Celsius, operation log, device sharing, firmware update, and I guess you can even see the water temperature and the TDS level. It says it's a little high. A high TDS level in the water may affect ice quality. Right now it's not doing the ice making, so I can just select start here. And when the little snowflake is on here, it's making ice. If you guys are interested in this ecozy ice and water dispenser standalone unit, check out my affiliate link down in the video description below. Thanks for watching this video. Until next time.